Good morning. Good morning. How you guys doing? Try to get myself together. I'm dragging a little bit today. Yesterday was very, very busy. A lot of stories, a lot of stuff going on. Let me get on the screen here. Boom, 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 boom. Um, yeah. This is our sad story. This is weird, man. This is weird. Maybe we can talk about this a little bit. I do feel like I need a little caffeine, though. I'm gonna have to grab something. I'm trying to lower my caffeine intake, but at the same time, I need a little something. I might have to get a little Celsius, Celsius in the fridge. Good morning. I hope you guys are doing good though. This situation, and they found a body, an 18-year-old's body, near the portable on campus. They're saying this person unalived himself. They're investigating it. There's no audio, by the way. If you're looking for audio, there's no audio to that. Not sure why I choose to do that out of school. You know. In San Antonio, Texas. The name is in the title. Name of the school is in the title. I'm going to see what I can pull up in a second. I'm just going to try to get this out, broadcast it to everybody, because I don't think we have notifications. You know what I mean? No notification gang. All right. Hello? Oh, it's bad. Okay. All right. Okay. I'm told the audio is bad, so hang on for 1 second. I'll fix this. Okay. Okay. Let me see. Is it better to do an audio check? Audio check. Audio check. Audio. Boom. Okay. Audio's fixed. How's that, guys? Is that better? All right. So, yeah, if you guys could help me out with the like button, please. Remember, I have no notifications. Join the mailing list too, so you're up to date. I did a lot of videos yesterday. So if you want to tap in, you can go to my YouTube page, or you can go a lot is where YouTube page or ickandmel.com. Let me fix this. Boom. So yeah, this morning there was a body found near the portable campus. Man not connected to school or staff. They're saying an 18-year-old died by unaliving himself on the campus of Glenoaks Elementary School, an elementary school on the northwest side, according to San Antonio police. The man who is not connected to the school was reported missing by his family around 3 a.m. Thursday. The man's mother also said a gun in the home was missing. Officers later discovered the man's body next to a portable on the school's campus. An exact time of the discovery is unknown. The man was believed to have lived near the school, and this has resulted in an investigation. Glenoaks. Let me see what I can find out about that school. I don't understand. Like, I don't know why somebody would do this type of thing. I guess mental health. Hurt yourself, off yourself. But also, why do this out of school where kids could find this, kids could run into this, can traumatize children? I mean, I guess they're not thinking of that when something like that happens. That's wild to me, man. This keyboard, I might have to go buy a new keyboard today. Actually, or maybe I should just take off the keys and clean them. They're messing me up. Okay. Let's see if I can find anything else. There's a couple of articles on this.
Video, or did you want to use any other video?
There's a Walgreens shooting yesterday too. I don't know if you want to, because you know the thing is, people off themselves, and a lot of the times they do it at home, and so I don't know if it's just the comfort of being home, but then the thing is, like you think of Chester Bennington, I think he offed himself at his house. He had to have known his family's gonna find him like that, or his kids. I don't know why people do that the way they do it. But I guess they're not thinking, obviously, desperation.
Police say a man.
That's wild, dude. Mm-mm-mm. Bill reported missing. Authorities later confirmed the body found near a set of generators outside of the school's fenced perimeter matched the missing individual. Hmm. Missing. That's wild, man. These schools, it's really, you think about it these days, it's scary to send your kids to school. I really see why people homeschool, man, because the stuff that's going on, if you look at yesterday too, I don't even remember all of yesterday because we did so much. If you look at some of yesterday, I mean, look how many school incidents yesterday. There's 3 stabbings in Cali. This psycho bitch. Those are unrelated. The school lockdown in Chicago, I think that was a shooting thing too. These nut jobs, or somebody over here shot at this school, shot a cop, or right outside of the school. We had that standoff. Recovered that. There was more stuff. There's been a bunch of school stuff. It's not safe. Kids are not safe at school. Whether it's the kids. Oh man, you know what I saw last night too? This shit was crazy. I don't even think I can show it over here. There was this little girl. I bookmarked this. These schools, man, I'll tell you too, because I made a tweet and I was like, these they need to start locking up some of these parents and the kids, man. I mean, just how, because they're gonna kill somebody. That's how bad it is. They're gonna literally kill somebody, man. Let me see where it is. This one. Let me see if they have this. Let me see if I find a YouTube version, because then I know at least I can play it somewhat safe. It's censored, but let me see. You gotta see this shit, man. Yeah, they have. I see Fox posted it. So this girl is getting bullied. Okay, Fox did it.
We begin with this shocking case.
They have a censored version. Okay. Check this out, bro. This shit is just... 11-year-old girl bullied, beat up in the bathroom by a group of girls.
Case of an alleged bullying incident at an Inglewood school. Caught on camera.
California.
Child's mother speaking exclusively to Fox 11's Christina Gonzalez. And Christina, we don't think this was a one-time thing.
No. This has been going on for a while. This video is the first time it's captured on video. And I want to warn people, it's disturbing. We may blur these little girls' faces as much as we want to, but they are little 10-year-old children, is what you're about to see. Take a look.
Someone's gonna get answer me.
The taunts are meant for the girl dressed in the red shirt, cowering in the corner of a bathroom at Inglewood's Woodworth Monroe Academy at the end of the school day on April 30th. We've masked the curse words, blurred the faces, but you can see the attack. Hair pulling and hitting as other children jump and cheer. Even as the red shirt girl goes down and you hear her crying, the hair pulling, the laughter, they continue.
My daughter was being dragged. She was literally being dragged.
Beatriz Hernandez is the mother of the child being hit on the video.
And even though it was another little girl, it's still bad. Like, how did it get this bad where the school didn't know anything about it when I went to them multiple times about my daughter's being bullied?
She shows us a report filed with Inglewood Unified School Police from December of 2023, reporting bullying against this child and her two siblings, quote, about their deceased father, who died of a heart attack 3 years ago.
Ever since my husband passed, they've been getting bullied, telling them like, your dad died, ha ha ha. I guess it's so funny for them.
She says nothing was done back then, and after this videotaped incident,
She was suspended for a fight because she fought another student. They didn't call me.
Wait, who was suspended?
She was suspended for a fight. In the past, they've been getting bullied, telling them like, your dad died, ha ha ha. I guess it's so funny for them.
she says nothing was done back then, and after this videotaped incident,
She was suspended for a fight because she fought another student. They didn't call me. She was bleeding, but they didn't call me to tell me she was bleeding. They just called me to tell me that she got in a fight.
What you see here is one victim cowering in the corner of a bathroom while multiple students not only physically and verbally attack her, but they're recording it. And we handle a lot of these cases, and unfortunately, that's the reality now, that sometimes these attacks are done purely for social media.
and even she who deals with this as a lawyer is surprised at what the mother said, that the victim was actually suspended for getting into a fight.
Isn't that crazy? That's like how ass backward things are. That's how ass backward society is. The victim is getting punished. Ain't that some ish? She's the one that got suspended.
Now, we don't know what happened to the other children. We've reached out to the school district. They say they're investigating. But as to the past incidents, any of that, nothing they're telling us on that. The mother says she actually did go to the police department, and not the school police, but the police department to file a report. We'll keep you updated. In Inglewood, I'm Christina Gonzalez. Back to you in the studio.
Well, I would say you can't send this kid back to that school. You'd probably have to change her school. I don't know. But I don't know where these kids are getting this from, and it's got to be from home. It's got to be from home. These trashy-ass, disgusting people. You know what I'm saying? It's got to be from the household, whatever's going on around them in their environment. You know, to be like laughing and joking about somebody's dead father or parent. And then they're over there recording it, too. Recording it for the gram, social media. You know what I'm saying? It's sick, dude. It's crazy. Because when I was growing up, we didn't really have social media like that, you know, or I mean, I didn't have a cell phone. I didn't get a cell phone until I was 17. So there wasn't really like whatever happened in class, people were recording it, posting it on Facebook or Instagram, whatever. It's a whole different ball game now.
So what is supposed to be like the standard operating procedure in an incident like this?
Well, I mean, different schools handle it and different school districts handle it in a different way. You know, the girl went to the office, to the nurse's office. That's where the grandmother found her and she was bleeding. The mother was not notified. She's supposed to be notified.
And that's the thing, too. These schools, shit will happen to your kids and they will not tell you.
I'm putting it on now.
They're
Putting it
supposed
on
to tell you.
now.
They're
This is
supposed to
just a
inform
walk
you.
and talk, guys. Just a walk and talk.
They
Do
will
y'all
tell
have
you.
any other video, or did you want to use any other
Communicating
video?
with the children.
Did you want to use any other video?
Crazy, dude. There's another article about that. All right, so back to the main topic. I was just kind of sidestepping a bit because of what happened now with this story and all the school incidents we've been covering the last 48 hours. With this morning now in Texas, a body was found.
They're not the lead anymore. LCPD is now the lead.
They're saying on campus, but I don't know if it was outside of the fence.
We're live streaming right now. Hi, if you're watching our live stream, thank you so much for joining us. Northwest side of town. I know. Northwest side of town. It's okay. I think there was a car there. We're on the live stream, guys. We're on the live stream.
It's crazy what's going on in school, man. It really isn't safe. It really is not safe at all in school with the kids and the staff and these teachers trying to rape your children, and then you got other children trying to rape your children, and you got other children trying to kill your kids, beat your kids, shoot your kids. All kinds of stuff, man. Like the school system is just horrible, and then if the teacher's not fucking with your kid too, the things that kids are going through in school is crazy.
Yeah, I'm not gonna stand.
So there was an 18-year-old found. They're saying on campus of this elementary school.
The worst.
That's what some of the articles are saying. On campus, his family reported this guy missing at 3 a.m. in the morning. The gun of the house was missing too. The man's mother said the gun was missing, and I guess this guy shot himself. He was found next to a portable
mainly for here
on the school's campus.
Okay, we're talking to Mendoza. Okay, for those of y'all watching the live stream, we're live at Glenoaks Elementary School on the northwest side of town off Loop 410 and Babcock off Newcomb, really. And the school is under a secure status, which means the kids remain in the school. There's no danger or threat to those kids whatsoever. So the reason is because there's a situation right outside the school. I got you, Miranda. I'm explaining to the people who are watching on the live stream because of an incident that happened outside the school. I'm about to go live for a TV station, and I will re-explain it to our viewers, and you will hear it as well. Here we go. Stand by. Intro. Yeah, just spoke to police briefly about it. We're going to get off of me and show you what's going on here at Glenoaks Elementary School. As you mentioned, this is near Loop 410 Wurzbach and Newcomb Drive. The school is under a secure status, a very big difference than lockdown. So let's explain that. Secure means that the kids remain in the school and they are secure. There's no danger or no threat to those kids whatsoever. So I want to make that very clear to any parent who might have a child here, because we've been answering a lot of questions, as you can imagine, from any parent. Any parent is concerned about their child. Glenoaks Elementary School, your kids are fine. They are in a secure status. They are not being able to leave that school. They are fine. They remain on campus. And the reason is because about an hour ago, police were called out here for, sadly, a young boy, an 18-year-old boy, apparently, who went missing about an hour ago. The parents called it in, and he apparently went missing. And unfortunately, according to police, they found the body of that boy on the side of the school, outside of the fences here of that school, next to some generators. And it appears that he died from a gunshot wound. And obviously, they want to keep these little elementary schoolers away from all of that and everything that happened here. And again, we're talking around just before 7:30 this morning. The parents called police, as you can imagine, very afraid for their child. And according to police, somehow he got a hold of a weapon. They reported him missing, and that's when apparently this 18-year-old walked towards this campus, walked to the side of it, and that's unfortunately, you can see one police officer walking, and there's some crime tape up on the side of the school near the generators, and that's unfortunately where his body was found. So as you can imagine, the school did everything everything responsibly and kept these children inside this campus here at Glenoaks Elementary School. They are under a secure status. They are not being let outside, and they are going to stay that way until the near future. So NISD police are present, SAPD police are present. They're going to be handling this operation, and they're going to be doing everything they can and for the best of these for these students, for the best interest of their students. But these kids, again, are doing just fine. They are inside that school, and they will remain there for the rest of the day, for the most part, until police can wrap up this investigation. And that's all it is right now. It appears to just be, sadly, a suicide, but it happens to be right outside the campus here. But for now, that is the latest. Reporting live here on the city's northwest side, I'm Christina De Leon, Fox SA. We will send it back to you. All right.
So that's the story for this morning. First thing, body found at a elementary school. Texas is getting up. There's another danger that people are talking about too. And I was gonna make a post about this, but there's some type of online group. It's in the news. Online group 764 preying on children. They're saying the FBI issued an urgent warning to parents. A terrifying criminal network of people is targeting children online in new disturbing ways. Let me see if I can play this clip.
Urgent warning to parents. The FBI says a terrifying criminal network is targeting children online in new and disturbing ways.
Yeah, they're calling it the #1 digital threat right now against kids. We have been collaborating with ABC News on this very important story.
Investigative reporter Dan Crouch joining us now with more. Dan, tell us about it.
David and Liz, the FBI is tracking a sharp increase in activity from a network called 764. That's part of the zip code in Texas where the disturbing acts first started. A network of people online who are demanding kids film violent and sexual behavior. If they don't comply, they're often threatened or extorted. They're finding kids online, on social media, and gaming sites.
When you look at someone's device, almost think of it as you're looking into their soul.
Befriending them and then extorting them.
I've seen a lot of disturbing stuff.
Victims as young as 9.
These cases are horrible to even talk about.
The FBI, who sat down with ABC's Pierre Thomas, says it has more than 250 open investigations tied to the criminal network, reaching every part of the country.
It's really just
criminal network
trying to own these individuals and to have power over them.
Police in Vernon, Connecticut recently investigated a case involving a 17-year-old victim.
They'll build bonds with these people and encourage them to take these sexually explicit videos and share them, and then they'll use that to extort them. Well, now that I have this, I'll share this with your entire family and all of your friends if you don't do this.
And federal authorities say the network was tied to the actions of this man arrested in Queens in 2023. His name's Angel Almeida, but online he allegedly went by usernames Sergeant Gray and Stainlord. Investigators say he posted pictures with a flag representing a Satanist group known for embracing neo-Nazism, posted what appears to be a child gagged and bound, and pictures depicting violence against animals. Federal investigators say he enticed a minor to engage in sex acts for the purpose of producing videos.
You plug in your suspect device.
Detective Sergeant Christopher Cam was not involved in Almeida's case.
This is an example of a reader report from a cell phone.
But he took us inside the Regional Computer Forensic Lab in New Jersey.
It's a nice pie graph. We can see exactly who our guy is talking to.
It's often where the investigations are started, with downloading the data from a suspect's or victim's device.
Right now, I would say the digital threat is the biggest threat to children.
Number one.
They
summarize the data to make it easier to analyze pictures and messages.
Your child is living an entire second life on that phone. Because the biggest problem we see is a lot of times these children do not know they're in trouble until it's too late.
Donated $4.99 through Super Chat. In McKinney, Texas, outside of Dallas. A pretty affluent school.
Thank you, Leslie. You know, that school we covered, what was it? That place, yes. Oh, no, I'm thinking of California. That Santa Ana thing. A couple of people commented on my video yesterday, and they said that area is bad. A lot of gangs and stuff. Santa Ana.
And after working on 1,000 devices a year, he doesn't like what he sees.
People use their cell phone as their primary device nowadays, and because of that, their entire lives on that phone.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. You got to be really careful. These schools are not safe. I say the remark about like arrest the parents too. I mean, obviously, I guess you can't when these kids go beat up somebody, but I honestly think if some of these kids are stabbing other kids and stuff, and they find stuff in the home, kind of like what's that kid's name? The kid that shot up the school, Ethan something. Ethan Crumley. Lock those fucking people up, man, because something has to be done now. These I'm telling you, I've seen some really shitty people with kids, and you can see it reflecting, coming through the kids. These kids are in bad environments, their surroundings, they're mimicking and replicating with shit, it's encouraged and all this stuff. These kids are just wild. And like with this story that I mentioned, it's a 10-year-old. I thought it was 11-year-old. It was a 10-year-old that was attacked. I wouldn't be surprised if our parents encouraged. And all those kids cheering on and beating up that kid or whatever. I guess the difference is back in the day when we were going to school, it wasn't really filmed.
They don't understand the things I say.
Oh, Kanye West dropped that song. I don't understand. Oh my. That Crumley shit was messed up. Like the neglect and everything. They literally put the gun in his hand. All right, son, yeah, go shoot. Yeah, you can use guns. All right, so that's the story for this morning so far. The way the day started off crazy. The body at a school campus. And that weird organization targeting children. That's a kind of a. I've seen that coming up in the news lately. The 764 online group 764. So just be mindful, I guess, what your kids are doing on these apps. If you can put restrictions, anything, man. I don't know. You might have to put your kids in a fighting class too to defend themselves, because this shit's just getting crazy. Karen Reed's in court this morning. Bukaki's testifying. What else? Anything else? What else is popping this morning? Teen says schoolmate was attacked with a Stanley Cup. That was a year ago. That should be assault with a deadly weapon. Them Stanley Cups? Them shits is... What is this? Oh, this is Hydro Jug. You can knock somebody out with that shit. When kids were on lockdown, yeah. There was less instances of crime. But you know what, though? Wasn't there, like, more abuse or something? Or maybe it was just being documented more. I don't know, yeah. Wasn't there, like, more abuse or something when the kids had to stay home? What else we got? Oh, you know what? I wanted to react to this video too. Let me see. You guys heard about that Frontier Airlines? I don't know what happened with this. This agent refused to help this person out. I guess he bought a ticket. Let me see. I know I bookmarked it. That Tyree Nichols thing is crazy too. I wonder how those cops got off. Tyree Nichols, those cops that we watched the video on the channel where they beat that guy pretty much to death. He did run, but they beat him to death and then let him sit there. They got acquitted. And I think they were bracing or something last night for an all-out war and an attack, and nothing happened. I guess. I mean, I didn't hear anything happened. There was no burning the city. There was no fires. There was no riots. I guess if they were white cops. So I don't know. I didn't sit down for the trial. I thought they were going to get charged with something. Because that video was like, I don't know. Shiloh, Well, we got to do our daily Shiloh checkup with the Give, Send, Go. Let me take a look. Give, Send, Go. 752,000. It's slowed down a bit, but it's still increasing. I think it will hit 1 million at some point. I think just because people want to get it to 1 million, probably. There's still 2 or 3 on trial for murder. So this Frontier, I've been wanting to watch this video. This Frontier Airlines agents jeer at passenger after hitting him with surprise fee. You thought you were going to get on your flight. Wild viral footage captured Frontier Airlines gate agents getting into a bust-up with a passenger who had snipped, "I'm never flying this shit airline again," after being hit with an unexpected $25 fee at check-in. All right, let's check it out. Let's see what the commotion's about.
Check me in. I bet you we won't.
I paid for a ticket.
And you paid $25 for an agent assistant, and you checked in 3 hours later. Hello.
I just said that I.
Gonna get on your flight.
Yeah, I just said that I would pay the $25.
And you thought you was gonna get on your flight. And you thought you was gonna get on your flight. And you thought you was gonna get on your flight. And you thought you was gonna get on your flight.
I literally paid for a ticket. I'm here 30 minutes. I'm here 30 minutes before my flight, and they're not letting me check in.
And you're not getting on your flight.
Because it's a policy. We don't control that.
And you will never fly.
You were about to let me check in. You were about to let me check in, and you decided that you ain't gonna let me check in.
Make me check you in.
You literally work for a company that I bought a plane ticket for. I'm here 30 minutes before the flight.
Can you please leave, sir?
No.
Can you please leave my personal space?
I'm not in your personal space. This is not your personal space.
This is my stationery.
This is not your personal space. You work for a company. This is not your personal space.
We ain't gotta worry about it. We ain't gotta worry about it.
You don't have to worry about it. You're literally not doing your job for a customer that has paid for a plane ticket to get home.
What's she doing? Oh, I thought she was gonna fight him.
I'm literally here at Frontier. I bought a ticket and they are not letting me check in. For no reason whatsoever.
Well, you said you're never flying the airline again, so we might as well help you out and have you not fly the airline.
I've already bought a ticket. I've literally already bought a ticket, and this is your reaction.
That's it? Okay. So that video went viral. Okay, he went to ask the Frontier employee. He went to speak to them. He was told he needed a cough of $25 fee to check in at the desk per airline's policy. After a 20-minute back and forth, the passenger said he finally relented and agreed to pay the fee. Okay. I'll never fly this shit airline again. Okay. Mm-hmm. I've never been on the Frontier airline, but I know it's like kind of like a budget thing. I've been on Spirit many times, which is also, I guess, considered a budget. Frontier. I wanted to see that bad customer service for sure. I mean, there's, without a doubt, bad customer service. That story Hoax mentioned, homeowner charged with murder or something. Well, they're trying to say it was like a ding dong ditch shit, right? And it wasn't some bullshit. That's crazy. They're saying it was a TikTok prank. Oh, but did he shoot through the door? Let's take a look at that case. Oh, the live ended anyway. Let's take a look at that case real quick. Virginia homeowner arrested on murder charge in teen's death with possible TikTok tie. A homeowner arrested on a murder charge after authorities said he shot and killed an 18-year-old in Spotsylvania, County, Virginia. The teen's friends told investigators the man opened fire as the teens recorded themselves pulling the prank for a TikTok video. Tyler Chase Butler, 27, was arrested and accused of second-degree murder, malicious wounding, and use of a firearm. in commission of a felony. He's accused of killing Michael Bosworth Jr., a senior at a high school. He played lacrosse and football. A News 4 reported after the shooting about 3 a.m. Saturday, the homeowner told investigators Bosworth and 2 teens were trying to break into his home. The sheriff's office received a call about a resident burglary in process, which a resident had fired shots. One of the teens was grazed by a bullet. They weren't breaking in to steal anything. The teen said they were recording ding-dong ditch pranks for TikTok videos, ringing doorbells and running away. A detective tracked down the third teen who was not shot. That teen gave the same account. So they didn't actually go inside. I guess they rang the bell and they were going to run away. He shot through the door or something? Sinful. This is crazy. Let me see. I think if he shot through the door, he might be in the wrong, right? You can't just shoot through a door, right? If somebody knocks on your door, that prank is not good because you don't know what people are thinking, doing. You don't know if they're on something, they're not on something. You know if they have mental problems or paranoid or if they've been harassed. The ding-dong ditch is not a good thing, but you shouldn't just blast somebody through the door because they ring your doorbell. You know? I mean...
For murder in Virginia after teens tell authorities an age-old childhood prank.
But doing that too at 3 in the morning? I think it was a 3 in the morning thing, you know?
Ding-dong ditch turned deadly. A high school senior shot to death while doing the stunt, his friends say, for a TikTok video. Now the homeowner, Tyler Chase Butler, arrested and accused of second-degree murder. The Spotsylvania County Sheriff's Office saying in a press release it was 3 a.m. Saturday morning when they got a call for a burglary in progress where shots were fired. Deputies found 2 people with gunshot wounds on the scene. 18-year-old Michael Bosworth Jr. was transported to a local hospital where he died just hours before his high school prom. His stepfather telling me he was a student athlete who played lacrosse, football, and wrestled, now gone. Another teen grazed with a bullet, telling investigators, according to court records, they weren't trying to break into the home to steal anything. They were just ringing doorbells and running away. And a third teen, not shot, telling authorities the same story and showing police a similar video from earlier that night. The question is whether a resident can claim self-defense in such a case.
In Virginia, if you are going to use lethal force, you have to be in fear from the perspective of a reasonable person of bodily harm, great bodily harm, or death.
The sheriff's office saying the Butler is held on no bond at a local jail. We haven't been able to reach him or an attorney. The investigation is still ongoing and may uncover if it really was a ding-dong ditch that led to shots ringing through this neighborhood and a young life lost. Drew Wilder, NBC Washington.
Thanks for watching.
Well, that's interesting. I don't know. What do you guys think? Also, TT stands for Tourist Trophy in motorcycle racing. It's just not safe, yo. It's really not safe knocking on people's doors like that, and then at 3 in the morning, right? I don't know if they just did it once. We're missing a lot of stuff, you know. Did they just do it one time and run away? Was he watching these kids on camera? You know? And he saw like, oh, these people are up to something. They're up to no good, you know? It's a big responsibility carrying a gun. Anything could happen at any moment, you know?
Stay up.
Crazy.
A social media trend turned deadly after a Virginia high school student was shot and killed Saturday for doing a TikTok door knock prank. 27-year-old Tyler Chase Butler was charged Tuesday with killing 18-year-old high school senior Michael Bosworth Jr. So in order to prevent another tragedy like this, how can families talk to their children to make them think twice? Family therapist Tom Kirsting joins me now. Tom, thank you so much for joining us to talk about this. I mean, this is every parent's worst nightmare. This 18-year-old thinks he's doing something innocent and funny. He winds up dead, and now 2 parents are in mourning and will never be the same.
Yeah, it's so sad. I counsel, a lot of teenagers at my private practice, and I've had kids recently that tell me they do this. They go out and do the ding-dong ditch. But the real issue is with social media now, and especially young, vulnerable minds that are just trying to fit in. Kids, teenagers by nature like to do what everybody else does. They kind of follow the crowd, and it creates these trends. And, unfortunately, these things can end in tragedy. So parents really need to sit down and have conversations, talk to your kid about this situation, and about the potential consequences of doing actions that teenagers do.
Yeah, what more can parents say, though? A lot of times when you're a teenager, the last people you want to hear from are the adults in your life, like the parents and the teachers.
That's true. That's very true. So it's got to start young. We have to get back around the dinner table, with our children at a young age. Raise them the right way, raise them with values, have deep, meaningful conversations with them so that we prepare them when they reach adolescence, to be better decision makers.
Yeah, and also maybe raise them with self-confidence. I mean, build up your kids so that they don't follow the crowd and they feel like they can be their own individual.
I'm so glad you said that because I talk about that all the time. We hear anti-bullying, anti-this, anti-so-and-so. What if we teach pro-confidence? Now, a kid that is confident, truly confident, not an easy task, it becomes relatively immune, to have to do what everybody else does, getting involved with, doing drugs and things of that nature, or drinking. But it's really, really an important thing. It's hard to drive that message, but we have to lead by example.
Yeah, and there are just so many of these challenges out there, these social media things. Like there's one called the Skull Breaker Challenge, the Blackout Challenge, where people were choking other kids to get them to pass out, the Benadryl Challenge, remember the Tide Pod thing? Oh, like every day it's something new, and that's part of the problem because it's hard for parents to keep up with it all.
Yeah, and the kids they're spending their lives in front of these devices. I'm doing a lecture later this morning, for high school students about, I've been talking about screen time, mental health for many years. And, but interestingly, I remember being on here years ago talking about that Tide Pod challenge. I mean, think about that. Think about what a teenager that they're actually going to ingest something that can kill them.
I know, but that's the way of the world right now. So it's why it's so important to have discussions like this. Also incredibly disturbing news out of the FBI yesterday. They announced that they have arrested 205 people tied to this online predator network called 764.
Oh, that's who they arrested yesterday. I didn't know that.
Who befriend kids online and then persuade them to give them graphic porn, videos of them cutting themselves, hurting themselves, even committing suicide. Here is Attorney General Pam Bondi on this. Watch.
Parents need to monitor what your kids are doing on the internet. Your kids have no right to privacy on the internet. Children are getting recruited on the internet from being on games, social media, any kind of social media platform. They think they're talking to other children, and they're not. They're talking to monsters often.
It's hard to believe that something as sick as this exists, but it does.
That's the problem with the landscape of the wide open World Wide Web, right? And, when we're talking about monitoring, I'm a big advocate of preventing. Like we have to delay. I don't know if we need legislation or whatever, but it's difficult to monitor. We have to delay and try to prevent our kids, particularly before adolescence and going into adolescence, from having any form of access to this stuff.
Yeah, I mean, you have this beautiful little baby and you can completely control everything that they're doing and you want what's best for them.
Yep.
And then you have to give them up to the world and just pray. So Tom, thank you so much for joining us. There are things that every parent, though, can do to hopefully achieve that great success. You got to be there. That's right. Tom, thank you.
Thanks.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
All right, well, I guess that's it for this morning. We'll see what else pops up. I'm going to rest for a little bit. I was kind of dragging this morning a bit. I was so busy yesterday. That statue in Times Square. Big statue in Times Square. Let's see. Just doing a quick little check. Oh. Kash Patel is testifying. All right, I guess that's it then. I'm going to head out for now. Thank you guys so much for coming by this morning. TikTok, yeah, man. TikTok is, they're still trying to work out a deal. All right, guys, I'm out. Bye. Bloop, 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 bloop. Ah, peace. Mommy and dad are too busy on their dating apps. Oh, man. That literally what was happening with Crumley, right? Weren't they both dating people and seeing people and cheating on each other and some shit on apps and shit? Well, this kid's hallucinating and having all these hearing voices and shit, and then he shoots up the school. Bye.